Hey y'all, and welcome to Politibrawl. My name is Brian, and who Donald Trump brings up at this rally in the Bronx, of all places, is absolutely shocking. This man is a Democrat who understands fundamentally what is at stake in this election.
We're truly honored to be joined by a man who is a Democrat and a former member of the New York City Council, and he's been a friend of mine, and he helped me very much with the Ferry Point project and getting it working and did a really good job. Ruben Diaz Sr. Come on up, Ruben. Good. Good. You look beautiful. Please.
Thank you. Mr. President, I am a Puerto Rican, a black Puerto Rican. I used to be a state senator for 15 years. And I used to be a city council member. Today I'm here for various reasons. But I want to tell you first that as a Puerto Rican, as a Hispanic, I want to apologize to you for the conduct of Judge Juan Merchan. As a Hispanic, I want to apologize.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He's been used. He has been used to destroy you. But we know better than that. We know better than that. As a minister, president of the New York Hispanic Clergy Organization, I want to tell AOC this morning she intended to become a prophet. And she said, even God doesn't want Trump in the Bronx because it's going to rain. Madam Prophet AOC, you have become a false prophet. Look at what a beautiful day. That means that not only you guys want Trump in the Bronx, because if we're gonna measure that for the weather, then I would say humbly that even God wants you in the Bronx.
You're fantastic. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you.
And I want to close by saying, Mr. President, I want to join you in having the Bronx great again. Please accept this Democrat, this black Puerto Rican with a kinky hair and a broken English. Please accept my endorsement for you as a president. Thank you very much.
Beautiful job. Thank you.
Well, folks, there's not much commentary I can really add to this, because all you had to do was just listen to it. A man with broken English, a man who's Puerto Rican, who lived up in the Bronx, and has been a Democrat his whole life, is endorsing Trump. That either means this man's a New Yorker to his core and loves Donald Trump because of those values and because he's from that area, or, and just maybe, the Democrat Party is no longer supporting the values that it used to have. I am young enough to remember And I guess I barely remember these talking points, but I remember Clinton being in office as a kid. I wasn't really politically aware, but I remember him briefly talking about illegal immigration, protecting American workers, and those aren't talking points in the Democrat Party anymore. And the reason I take the, not take the position, but I sort of like delving into the minds of Democrats, it's because, simply put, I don't fully understand these people. Because at one time, they used to be fairly conservative. The Democrat Party, if you were to put them on the political compass, the four quadrants of the political compass, authoritarian right, authoritarian left, libertarian right. Granted, that'd be switched for the camera, but y'all get what I'm getting at. The Democrats would have been almost dead center. They aren't there anymore. Hey y'all, I'm not exactly looking at retirement anytime soon, but my parents are, and friends of my parents are, and I'm sure either you or someone you know is looking at retirement and wondering, what do I do? How do I help prepare for this in this economy with this terrible president and with a vice president who basically coup d'etat him and is now looking to run for president herself? How do you protect against this? Well, simple. You go over to my friends at Colonial Metals Group. They quite literally have something called the Retirement Package Plan. This plan backs your wealth with gold and silver accounts. And furthermore, you will have direct access to these accounts. So you're not at the whims of Wall Street. You're not at the whims of inflation. You are in command of your own destiny. As a bonus, qualified applicants can receive up to $10,000 in free silver, plus a couple of other little goodies that they're going to package up for you, and you're going to be able to protect your wealth and your retirement. So go over to this link in the description below at colonialmetalsgroup.com or call this number 800-203-0422 and see how they can help you prepare for retirement today by backing your account with gold and silver. Don't delay your retirement, folks. Protect the money that you earned with Colonial Metals Group. They're here to help. Instead, they have floated, and they now create this huge curve that bends from authoritarian center all the way down to libertarian left. And there's something that I now call the Great Rift. At one point in the early 2000s, you had your Russell Brands, you had your Joe Rogans, you had your Bill Maher's, and they were all criticizing Republicans and evangelicals because they were the ones sort of dominating the sort of political sphere. They're no longer dominant. They're more, the better word for it would not be dominant, it'd be dormant. The white Anglo-Saxon Protestant is no longer the ruling class, the dominant class. They are sort of in the secondary. It's now the rich white liberal, and the rich white liberal doesn't live in the center, okay? It's not just they live in their gated communities and they don't know what the real world is around them. No, it's a little bit worse. They live on the left side of the spectrum. They hang around the authoritarian center because that's what provides them the easy jobs that have made them so much money. And so this Democrat here at this rally, which, by the way, a Trump rally in the Bronx. I don't like saying this because I don't believe it, but y'all, is New York in play? How is this possible? I'm not incredulous because this is insane. I'm incredulous because New York in the Northeast has been a Democrat stronghold. And you see a huge amount of people at this rally in the middle of the Bronx of New York City. That's just insane. And insane for good reasons. Now, this Southern boy naturally sort of recoils in horror at the thought of New York City, but the reality is, this Democrat, this Puerto Rican New York City Democrat, realizes that the party that he used to support no longer supports those main policies. They are not the centrist party anymore. They have gone full left-wing, they've gone full leftist, arguably full-blown communist in many ways. And he now realizes that Trump is the best antidote to this. And he probably can't stomach a lot of the things on the right, which I think is kind of weird because once you realize that the Republican Party really hasn't moved off of its positions and no one is taking over that sort of centrist area except Donald Trump. That's the reason Tulsi Gabbard has moved to the right. She hasn't. The Democrat Party left her. There's a reason RFK Jr. is moving to the right. That's not true. He is quite literally in the center. He's in the libertarian centrist wing. There's a reason Joe Rogan and Russell Brand are now targeting Democrats for being ridiculous and woke. And even Bill Maher, public enemy number one to evangelicals, is talking about conservatives in a positive light, trying to make these woke liberals realize they've gone too far and they've lost the middle. These people used to be Democrats, and now they've realized the hard way the Democrat Party left that position at least a decade ago. It's probably been more than that. But that's where we are on the sort of political spectrum now. Donald Trump is moving into the center and taking a huge chunk of ex-Democrat voters, and people who would have never been Republican 10 years ago, they are now considering it. That is how things have moved politically throughout recent history. And y'all, this is a good thing. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed that segment here on Political Brawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. And until then, y'all have a good one.